Perhaps you want a little more control over the sound other than just toggling it on and off, in which case we need another user interface item, and this is known as the slider. So if we just go to UI and choose slider, and here it is. I'll just put that at the bottom of the screen as well. So Shift and Alt as usual. Down we go, and I'll just move that up with the toggle button we put there previously. So it makes a nice little group. I'm going to rename this slider volume control. Now the thing to note about sliders is that they have a value, and whenever that value changed, whenever that value changes, if we put a function here in this block, it will call it. Now the minimum value by default is 0 and the maximum value is 1. We can change these if we want. We can also change the patterns of the slider. For example, we can change the handle into a different image if we want, but I'm going to accept that as it is for the moment. Now it just so happens that if we check the background music, we look at the audio source component, then the volume goes from 0 to 1, down to 0 and up to 1. So we can get the volume to reflect the position of the slider here, right, which means we need to modify our sound control script somewhat. So if we just go back into the editor, and we're going to need to reference that slider. So I'm going to put in a reference to the user interface. Right. And I'm going to make a public variable. And this is going to be the slider type. And I'm going to call this volume control. I'm going to set the value of the slider to the volume that we've set up in the inspector. So in the start option, I'm going to put volume control dot value equals music dot volume. So if the music is set at 0.5, then the slider will also have a volume of 0.5. I'm going to put another public function in here, which will be under the control of the slider. So it's going to return void, and I'm going to call this change volume. Curly brackets, open and close, and inside there, here we are. I'm going to find what the volume is from the volume control value. So I'm going to call this float new volume equals volume control dot value, and I'm going to apply that new volume to the music. So that should set the new volume. Okay, let's just check our code here. That's fine. And back to Unity. There it is, and I just put the volume control reference in there. before I can use it, I need to link the volume control to the function I've just created. So on the value changed, it's empty. So we've got background music, and the function is in sound control, and it's change volume. Now I should find that I can change the volume of the music using the slider. And the volume goes down and it goes up. We can disable it, re-enable it. Now the thing that's very obvious to me is that whenever I use the left mouse button, it creates a bang sound, and I don't really want the reticule down here, so we'll fix that next time.